Did you know around 98% of personal injury cases settle way before trial? Most people don't. They expect courtroom drama. But the real question is, why do these cases settle instead of going all the way to trial? Let me show you what that looks like. Odalis, a mom in her 50s from Hialeah, was riding as a passenger when another car rear-ended them. She was scared, sore, and out of work. She called us shortly after the crash, hoping things would move quickly. But weeks went by and she still had no offer. She thought it would take years and the trial just to be treated fairly. Once we built her case and showed the adjuster everything they needed to see, the insurance company set us the full policy limits check within 30 days of the crash. And we didn't even have to file a lawsuit. If you've been injured in an accident and you think someone else is at fault, click the link in the description below to see if I could be the lawyer for you. So why do insurance companies settle instead of fight? Well, it usually comes down to how much both sides know by the time they're done investigating. I'll reveal exactly how that works. Say you're involved in a car accident or maybe a slip and fall at a store. You get medical care. And if your injuries turn out to be minor, like some back pain that gets better with therapy, your lawyer gathers your records and sends what's called a settlement package to the insurance company. This includes all your medical bills, records, and a letter explaining exactly why they should pay you. Sometimes that's enough to get a quick settlement. Personally, I've settled cases as quickly as 1 month after the accident. But what if the insurance company just won't make a fair offer? That's when we file a lawsuit. But filing a lawsuit doesn't mean you're headed to trial. In fact, most cases still settle. Let's peel back the curtain on what happens next and why lawsuits still usually settle. After suing, your attorney serves the defendant, the person or company you're suing. The defendant then gets involved and starts discovery. This is just a fancy term for collecting evidence, like your medical records. And believe me, defense lawyers dig deep. They don't just ask for your accident-related medical records. They'll often ask for your past medical history too, especially if it's connected to your injury claim. For example, let's say you need back surgery after the accident. But before the crash, you had already seen a chiropractor for back pain. The insurance company will definitely want those older records. Then comes your deposition. This is when the defense attorney gets to question you under oath. They're checking two things mainly. Number one, is your story consistent and believable? And number two, how credible and likable will you be if this case goes to trial? After this, both sides pretty much know everything. How much insurance money is available, how severe your injuries are, what the likely jury verdict might be if you go to court. Let's say there's a $100,000 policy limit and you've had a serious surgery like a fracture needing plates and screws. Both sides probably agree it's worth at least $100,000. In this scenario, the insurance company usually pays the full amount because they don't want to risk losing more at trial. But what if you have severe injuries like a traumatic brain injury and there's plenty of insurance coverage, maybe $1 million or more? If your attorney values your case at, say, $1 million, but the insurance company only offers $200,000, there's a huge gap. In this case, it usually has to go to trial because the jury must decide how much your injuries are truly worth. Cases also go to trial when the insurance company just doesn't believe you or thinks your injuries are due to normal aging, not the accident. Or if they think you caused the accident yourself, like running a red light. In those cases, they roll the dice and let a jury decide. However, the vast majority of cases do settle before trial, around 98%. Here's why. By the time a case is ready for trial, both sides have tons of information. Medical records, expert opinions, depositions, previous verdicts and settlements for similar injuries right here in Florida. And as trial approaches, more decision makers at the insurance company start paying attention. Within 30 days of the trial, it's common for a VP of claims to personally review the file. Everyone knows roughly what a jury might award. Mediation, settlement conferences, even pre-trial hearings give both sides a pretty clear idea of the case's worth. So when insurance companies and lawyers negotiate in good faith, and that's usually what happens, most cases naturally settle. It's better for everyone because trials are expensive, stressful, and uncertain. But a massive amount of injury cases get severely delayed or don't settle because of a simple mistake that's easy to avoid. It's not knowing the 34 game changers that took me over 400 cases to figure out. But the great news is that I expose these easy claim tricks in the video on screen, link in the description below, so watch it now. And if you've been injured in an accident and you think someone else is at fault, Click the link in the description below to see if I could be the lawyer for you.